Hello everyone, Larson is here, and I'm here for another gaming breakdown. Today we're breaking down Super Dragon Ball World. I don't know what the hell the name is. The Dragon Ball Z card game, Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. It's a long title. I'm sorry, I'm gonna mess it up 100 times. So we're gonna call it Super Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball Heroes, the card game. Okay, I'm gonna break it down, let you guys know what the game is about, just in case you guys don't know already. I know this took a little long while. It's a hard game to like really sink your teeth into at the first, cause you gotta learn a lot. You gotta learn a lot of stuff. So keep in mind from here on out, like I said before in my Dark Devotion video, if you guys subscribe, comment, and share this video, you can have a chance to get this game for free. Yes, again, this game can be yours for free for PS4, for PC and Switch. $60 right now at the asking price. I won't get it for $60, but all that matters is that you get the game for free. So who the hell cares? So let's continue. Alright, so first, when you start the game, you pick a character. Now you have a whole variation of characters. You have Saiyans, Friezas, Minikians. They all do different stuff. I decided to pick like the Supreme Kai race because it looked cool and it had like some good benefits. Now, as you see as before me, this is the world. This is your main character. You can't customize him, and this is like the way you start the game. Now, unfortunately, all these buildings, all these things you can see are mostly unacceptable, you can't go in them. They're just there for show, and it kind of sucks because like it's all blocked off, and it's kind of just like this directs you to the main two things you could go into, which is the Hall of Heroes, which I'm gonna call it, and the stadium, which you can fight other people. This is for the record, just in case you guys are wondering. This is the PC version of the game, also as well. I didn't get it for the DS. I mean, for the Switch. God, I can remember. So, what kind of game modes they have? Well, they have the game's story, which is kind of like a Xenoverse. The arcade modes, which is kind of like its own. The best way to explain this is like if you ever played Dokkan, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan for the phone. It's like a mastery kind of game. This is like their like events kind of way. Like you have a whole bunch of events. Keep in mind, this is Dragon Ball Heroes. So this is a whole different type of sagas. This is a whole different type of characters. Cool, some are cool looking, some are better looking. These are like what if characters like, characters that fuse, they're not supposed to fuse with each other, fuse together, and all this other nonsense. So you're gonna see a lot of characters that are different or better, some are worse. But like I said, these are like their own, like I guess their own events of certain people. Like I said, you got the Tournament of Power, you have Janimba, you have Lord Slug, you have Dark Broly, you have the like I think part two of the World Tournament. It's some other, like I said, all these are accessible the minute you after like the tutorial of the game. So if you want, you can just go in and get destroyed. Sorry, I got a little hiccups. Like I said, this is exactly the same as Dokkan right here with this little setup that you get like whole different type of missions. Keep in mind this is before the Broly movie patch, so I'm not sure when he does. You also have online. You also can create your own version of a card. You can go to Hero Lads and hit the stadium. Now I don't show the card in this video. You can make your own card. I don't have enough materials to show you this. In the shops, you can buy more creative pieces for your cards. This is like stuff you want to put as like your main selling piece. So like say if you want to Goku, they have Trunks. They have a whole list of characters that you are gonna either know or not know. This is from Dragon Ball probably to Dragon Ball GT to Dragon Ball Super to Dragon Ball. So like I said, the point is to look for your character, the character you want. So it could be Broly, Gogeta, Vegito, uh, Gotenks, or whoever else you want, and you pick the character. You pick kind of like the frame that you want them to be in. Now, certain frames have certain power levels attached to them. They have certain artwork as well. This doesn't do anything but just make the card look cooler. So just keep that in mind. These are just more for cosmetics versus this anything else. This does not add to the card. Does not add any new attacks to the card whatsoever. So always keep that in mind. These are just for effects. If you want the card just to look a slight little cooler than what you have, like I said, you can make some really cool cards. I'm very interested to see what they do when like what people can come up with when with some time. Like I said, this game's out for like probably a month by now. So you have also the item shop. This is mostly for when you're playing the computer. You can have, I think, extra health, get more money, get more experience, all that jazz stuff. Now, this is the stuff you're gonna be really want to do. Is where you want to get you get tickets when you fight certain matches, and you with the tickets you get certain cards. The only problem is with this feature, you don't know what you're getting. Every set looks exactly the same. So set one looks like set two, set three, set four, and then with the UMV and promo, there's only like a slight little difference with like the box work, but you don't know what you're picking from the difference. They all look identical. I kind of wish they switched that. Like maybe they could show you, oh, this has maybe this you can buy this you can buy these people. It's really weird how they did that. Like I said, you pick or you whatever you want, and then you get your card, and then you continue on the set. Like I said, you can either buy one at a time, or you can save up until you get 10 to buy 10 different cards. Any repeats will be scrapped and turned into like these half cards that you can use for later. So like you could like I think with I think every 5 or 10 you get like one normal, and in 50 you get one gold one. And the gold ones are supposed to be like these gold rare gets like these super rare cards. Like I said, you get rare cards in this one, but it's a little easier with the gold cards itself. Like I said, I'm just unlocking some packs so you can see how it looks. Like I said, so you see the card, you can see what it does if you want, and you can immediately just put it into your roster if you want. The only problem is there's not that much ways to like you can sort it out, but it gets very cluttered very fast with this kind of set. Now, keep in mind the max card you can have is 7. You can't have more than that. So there's not like a it's not Yu-Gi-Oh, it's not Magic, it's not Archives, it's not Artifacts, it's not Hearthstones. You're not gonna have like a 30 card deck. I kind of thought it would be like that. I don't know why I did that, but I thought it was gonna be like a you can make like a 20 card deck, maybe like a deck based on like certain characters you like, but no, you can only have 7 cards. You can still kind of build what you want. It's just more different. Like I said, it's a fun, unique way to play. Like I said, some cards, I'm not gonna lie to you. Half these cards, I don't even know. I don't read their facts. One, they're too long to read, and two, I just don't have the time to read it. So I just pick some of the cool cards, and I figure out what they do later in time. Like I said, keep in mind, this is Dragon Ball Hero, so you get to see cards you're not supposed to be. Like I said, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Gohan and Goten and Trunks fuse, but not Gotenks. I think it's called Gotenks True too, but he looks different. There's like I said, you can pick whoever you want. There's no limit. To my knowledge, there's no limit of how powerful you can pick a card. You can't pick multiple of a card, so you have to have 7 different type of cards. You can have 7 different Gokus. You can have 7 different Vegetas. You just can't have the same Vegeta. You can have 7 different Vegetas, but you can't have the same Vegeta, which is interesting. Like I said, all these cards have different effects. They also have links. They also team up with certain people. Like so, Android 18 will put team up probably like with 17. Gotenks will do better with Trunks. Beerus will work with certain like Goku and Vegeta, maybe even Wheats. Like so, I said, depending on the cards you have, you can actually link them on, and they'll get like better attacks and better moves. I don't have that many cards to be showing you all that stuff, so I'm just gonna make a deck and then play, and then hopefully you guys just see the gameplay. The gameplay it highly reminds me of a card game. I mean, not a card game. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I'll just explain it. This game does play like Dokkan, but at the same time, it's its own different beast. So let me just explain. After you pick your characters, you pick your little robot. Your robot does different things. He can lower power level. He can up your power level. He can boost up your stamina. He can lower the stamina of the enemies. He can take a hit for you, and he got all they have all different type of variations on what you can do with this little guy. It's really helpful actually. So like that, you pick your your consumable if you want. Like I said, they give you more energy, health, more experience, more money. I usually pick the money one so that way I can buy more stuff. But you pick whatever, or you just don't use whatever and hoard it up. It's all you. Okay, so the game loads up. It loads up pretty fast, honestly. I honestly haven't really realized like really long loading times. Keep in mind, play on PC. So after that, you see your characters, you see the people you're fighting, and then from there you can kind of assume what kind of deck they're playing with, depending on the cards, but you won't know. Now, the main thing that's important for here is your stamina and the power level. Now, like I said, you can pick whoever you want. Their effects are gonna go off, and everything's gonna happen. You just remember, whoever you want, whoever's important to you, you put on top. Now you gotta notice that there's different type cards depending on the color. Like you said, you gotta see the color in the bottom right here. If you can't really show, let me just really point it out for you. Right there. You see purple, blue, and orange. I'm gonna explain those in a few seconds. But like I said, you pick your cards, you put whoever you want in front. Then you press A. Then, depending on the power level, it shows you who goes first. The highest one goes first. So like I said, if you go high first, that's good. Now, normally for me, from my experience from playing this game, this doesn't really matter until the second and third round that this power level doesn't start really mattering. And it's gonna matter. Like I said, this is how you stun enemies. This is how you are able to do things that you're not normally able to do depending on the power level. So like I said, depending on the second and third round, that's one is more crucial to the fight versus this. Like I said, during the fight, the game does whatever it does. Now, like I said, sometimes the game's gonna tell you to do certain things like move back and forth, uh, move in the Z, which you're about to see in a few seconds. Do like a shape depending on the shape, but you don't really have to do the exact shape. And then depending on what the game's asking you to do, you just do it. You say you move your analog stick, or I don't know if the Switch is touchpad relatable. So I'm not. I mean, I don't know if this game is touchpad relatable with the Switch, so I don't know. But maybe it is. I don't. I can't tell you honestly. So like I said, there are different colors of the cards. Depending on the color, depends on the card itself. There's the Berserk ones that Gohan right here is, which he's gonna do his little Z move. Berserks are damage dealers. Elites are more focused on key base attacks. And there's like the hero cards, which is like an all round fighter. Now you can do a whole deck full of heroes. You can do a whole deck of elites. You can do a whole deck of berserks. They all have their benefits and they all have their strengths. Some consume stamina way more faster than others. Like I said, depending on the stamina is very important. Once your stamina is zero, you automatically get stunned, and if you get stunned, you take more damage and you can't fight until you recover. So that's why it's very important to just pay attention to your stamina meter. If you don't have the stamina, you should put him to rest, unless you have cards to refill stamina, which there are cards that support you and build your stamina meter again. So like I said, the one I just used is the one with Go Tanks. He actually replenished my stamina to 100. So that's it's very helpful for like the second and third round. And there's cards that actually don't lose stamina whatsoever, so they're very powerful. But like I said, there's always a drawback depending on the card. So you never know. Just because it lasts forever doesn't mean it's gonna do something good. Like I said, this is how the fight goes. Your character, you pick your characters. Your characters do whatever moves, and then towards the end of the second and usually the second and third round is usually when your certain abilities pop up. Like I said, Gohan, he did his little Z move, and he's allowed to do this Kamehameha wave. This Kamehameha wave, unfortunately, doesn't do as much damage as it looks, but it's still cool to look at. Like I said, it's very helpful. Like I said, this to do a decent amount of damage. Like I said, he's not dead yet, but he's definitely going to be. Like I said, certain cards like God Destructions and other stuff like that, they have like these end or these moves that do different things. Like as long as you move the cards wherever the game tells you to, there's a good chance of you doing the move that you want to do. And when you succeed on whatever the game tells you to do, your character is gonna do whatever move it's set up to do. And this, like I said, these are very pretty moves, very flashy, not too flashy, but flashy enough, and it's very good looking. But this game, like I said, it can get repetitive, but this is what makes it interesting. These like cool extra attacks. So this won't be so boring. And like I said, there's other like I said, other characters do different moves and different specials and different things. They also have the Super Dragon Balls, which if you collect all seven, it grants you a wish. Depending on the wish, does something, but it's not really too big, so that's why they really want to show you that one. Like I said, this is Dragon Ball Z Heroes World Mission. Interesting card game. There's like 1,000 plus cards here, so it's not that bad. Um, and on top of that, you can make your own card and play people online. So it does have its benefits. I just the only thing that the one thing I don't like about this game is probably this when you're buying a card, you don't know which set is you're buying. So I kind of wish they changed the artwork for some of them. I know it's a lot of work that I'm asking for, but it kind of helps if you want to get like certain people. Maybe if you want to just like make a Bears deck or a Bardock deck, you can't do that without knowing where the hell he is. And hopefully, maybe they do that. I doubt it, but never know. They did add Broly, so who knows what other free content they can do. Maybe they can just update it and change certain things. And also, I don't like the price tag of this game. This is a $60 game. I think this honestly, like I said, the game is not. I'm not saying the game is bad. I'm not saying the game. I don't think the game is worth $60. I don't think the content is there. Like I said, there's not enough content. The game is playable. It has replayability. I just don't think. I just think if it was like $40, this game could have done way better, and it probably would have sold more. I don't think this guy. I hope this game sold well, good, but how the hell am I supposed to know? I don't think this game honestly sold that well, but who really knows? But that's it for now. That's the breakdown of Dragon Ball Superheroes, whatever the hell this game's called. It's a good, interesting card game. If you want to see more of this card game, let me know. And I'll do some videos for you. Maybe I'll do a podcast. I'll just show some Dragon Balls, some super this card game. I'll show this goddamn. I don't know his name, but I'll show you this card game, and you guys can just enjoy some fights. But I hope you guys subscribe, share this with your friends, and don't forget to comment. Keep in mind, if you do all three, you get especially if you comment, you can get the game. I'm gonna give you 2 weeks to get this game. To if you don't do it in 2 weeks, then I'm sorry, you're not getting. No one's getting a game, and I save myself $60. But if you want this game, if you think it's interesting, and you just want like a free game, share this video, comment, let me know what you think. Till then, guys, see you next time.